Nigeria's industrial titan just doubled down, and what he's announcing could reshape the nation's economic future in dramatic ways. A bold declaration at Lagos Trade Fair. At the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair, Dangote Group reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to catalyzing Nigeria's full industrialization. Speaking via representation, Mrs. Fatima Aliko Dangote emphasized industrialization as the pivotal pathway to value addition, economic diversification, and large-scale youth employment. Central to her announcement, the upcoming expansion of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery from 650,000 barrels per day to 1.4 million barrels per day by 2028. Additionally, Dangote revealed plans for a 6 million tonne per annum integrated cement plant in Itori, Ogun State, dedicated to export markets. Upgrades to its fertilizer operations and polypropylene capacity, reinforcing its industrial footprint beyond oil. This announcement marks a sharp pivot from the import-reliant economy of past decades toward manufacture, refine, and export, being at Nigeria's industrial heartbeat. Why this pivot matters? Reducing dependence on imports. Historically, Nigeria has imported large volumes of refined petroleum products, cement, and industrial feedstocks. The refinery expansion signals a move to process locally what was once imported, retaining value domestically. Value chain growth and job creation. Industrialization isn't just about raw production, it's about local jobs, supplier ecosystems, and spin-off industries. Dangote's announcement emphasizes large-scale youth employment, backward integration, and regional export orientation. Export-driven strategy. By building plants dedicated to export, the Itori cement plant, expanded polypropylene, fertilizer, Dangote is positioning Nigeria not just to serve local demand, but to compete regionally and globally in manufactured goods. Confidence in Nigeria's economy. The scale of these projects, especially the refinery nearly doubling capacity, signals corporate faith in Nigeria's policy environment, market potential, and long-term stability. What's changing? Key strategic moves. Refinery expansion from 650,000 barrels per day to 1.4 million barrels per day by 2028. That would make the facility one of the largest single-site refineries globally. Cement capacity. Building a 6 MTA plant in Itori, plus expanding existing plants abroad, for example, Ethiopia and Côte d'Ivoire, to push total capacity to about 55 MTA across Africa. Fertilizer and polypropylene growth, doubling down on feedstocks and chemical manufacturing to reduce import reliance of fertilizer and plastic materials. Export focus. Some plants are explicitly export-oriented, aiming at neighboring countries and beyond, illustrating regional industrial ambition. The risks and potential headwinds. Infrastructure and supply chain bottlenecks. Mega projects of this scale require reliable power, transport, logistics, and raw material supply. Nigeria's infrastructure gaps could slow progress or escalate costs. Financing and execution risk. Doubling refinery capacity and expanding capacity regionally means large capital requirements, project execution risk, and potential delays. Economic downturns or policy reversals could hinder momentum. Market competition and export dynamics. Export-oriented plants face international competition, global pricing pressures, and currency risks. Success depends not only on capacity, but cost competitiveness and quality. Policy and regulatory vulnerabilities. Industrialization thrives under stable policies, incentives, and regulatory certainty. If policy shifts, incentives collapse, or costs escalate, ambitious projects may stall. Local community and environmental concerns. Large industrial complexes may bring environmental, land use, community displacement, and social license issues. Handling these well is essential for sustainable success, as seen in earlier reports of local area impacts at refinery sites. What to watch over next 12 to 24 months? Milestone announcements, groundbreaking of the Itori plant, refinery capacity upgrade contracts, fertilizer units expansions. Employment numbers, reports of thousands of jobs created, supplier development, local content disclosures. Export statistics, growth in exports of cement, polypropylene, fertilizer. How much is leaving Nigeria? Refinery output and utilization. Does the refinery move toward 1.4 million barrels per day, and when? Any ramp-up speed indications? Policy regulatory updates, incentives, tariffs, state support, how the federal and state governments respond to the industrial push. Impact on import volumes. Is Nigeria reducing its import of refined petroleum, fertilizer, plastic materials as domestic supply rises? Why this could be a turning point for Nigeria. If Dangote Group executes these expansion plans well, Nigeria could move from raw material exporter and goods importer to manufacturing, refining, and exporting hub. That shift would have profound implications. Higher value-added economic activity means more jobs, higher wages, more local supply chains. Stronger export earnings, improved FX position, stronger naira, lesser import dependence. Regional leadership in industrial exports. Nigeria becomes benchmark for African manufacturing, not just oil, raw resource. Catalyst for broader industrial ecosystems. Other companies see success, invest, local SMEs grow, supplier networks expand. Final reflections. Dangote Group's reaffirmed commitment to Nigeria's industrialization is more than words. It's a bold blueprint for transformation. From refinery expansions to cement, fertilizer, and polypropylene growth, the scale and ambition of the projects are unmistakable. However, ambition alone won't translate into impact. Execution, timing, infrastructure, cost control, and policy coherence will determine whether this becomes a turnaround moment or a missed opportunity. For Nigeria's youth seeking jobs, for SMEs and manufacturing supply chains, for the economy yearning to move beyond oil, this announcement brings hope, but also raises expectations. The question now is, will Nigeria seize this moment and industrialize fully? Or will large ambitions face the familiar pitfalls of execution and policy inconsistency? The next few years will tell, and the stakes are high.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.